What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, I believe in Kaspa, not just from an investor's point of view. Obviously, I invested into Kaspa with expecting a return on investment. I continue to preach to walk by faith, not by sight. This is salvific in nature when it comes to life eternal, but it is practical too, because a month in crypto can feel like a year and a half. And if you lack conviction in the projects you're invested in, you will make decisions you'll end up regretting. But on top of that, Crypto Crew, I believe in Kaspa because I simply believe Kaspa is necessary for the progress of crypto as a whole. Recently, Kaspa researcher Shai Wyborski had a chat with Diederik from the House of Chimera, answering the fundamental question, what is Kaspa?
If you ask me this, I don't know, at January 2022, I'd say Kaspa is the fastest proof of work. I think this is a very partial answer. Kaspa is the future, man. It's just an amazing protocol that has so many features that are very, very useful for solving a lot of the problems that the entire cryptocurrency industry is facing. If you want to get technical about it, I'd say that Kaspa is the only multi-leader decentralized consensus that exists. Every round, there are several blocks that have to agree on each other, and this gives the protocol designer a lot of power. We all know it allows great parallelism, which gives you throughput and quick confirmations, but it also gives unique solutions to MEV and to fee markets and to oracles. It's just a healthier type of consensus that is harder to implement, but once you have it, it furnishes a whole new array to old problems, to holy grail problems, to problems that some people consider unsolvable.
With Kaspa solving problems which the entire crypto community has deemed unsolvable so far, Kaspa has proven its importance not only as a crypto project, but also the importance of something overarching. I'm talking about the importance of proof-of-work crypto projects, which represents true value and the ability to solve real-world problems. A recent example of something completely opposite is Mantra, a project that prided itself as a quote-unquote security-first layer 1 blockchain for RWA, or real-world assets. Internet detective CoffeeZilla interviewed Mantra CEO John Mullen after Mantra and its OM coin crashed 90%. Apparently, 30 to 45 million USD was sold over the counter, and $10 million was re-injected back into OM in mid-2024.
I don't feel like I or the team pumped the price.
You did, though. You sold OTC, then you re-injected it back in the chart, right? That's pumping the price.
I mean, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree, but...
Wait. No. This is not a matter of agreeing to disagree. This is just a statement of definitions, okay? Pumping is when the price meaningfully appreciates, right?
Sure.
Usually, it involves somebody who's inside the token or wants the token to go up. They put in some amount of money to make the price go up. When you OTC dealing, you get some Tether or whatever you get, USDC, whatever. And then you say to your market maker, hey, I just want you to buy for the next whatever months.
Sure.
That is pumping the price. Yes or no?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
I guess I would say
I don't want to force you into saying that, but
hold up. No. So let me just be clear. I would say that can have a positive impact on the price, or that would necessarily have a positive impact on the price. I wouldn't necessarily say that's going to pump the price. You can use bids to do a lot of different things. It can be to protect downside. It can also be to support to the upside. Fair?
Yeah, fair. But you're saying you didn't tell them to support at a certain level. So when you're saying like protect downside, you're saying you never said, hey, keep it at 6.
Discretionary. The markets go up and down. If you do it over a certain period of time, that can impact in both directions, right?
If you only buy up, it's going to impact in one direction.
Sure, but this could also be about hey, there's going to be unlocks or something like this, and we want to make sure that we're supportive of that. People do this all the time where they raise capital.
Is that why y'all did it? Because you knew there would be unlocks?
Well, I mean, we have future unlocks coming, right?
This OM crash proves that there are no guarantees on this crypto ocean. This is why I'll always tell you to do your due diligence and research any of the projects you're interested in investing in. I've personally invested into Kaspa because of its foundations, being a proof-of-work crypto project, fairly launched and community-driven, with solutions to many problems, not just on the crypto ocean. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Kaspa is the digital silver to Bitcoin's digital gold, and like all assets, you must protect them, Crypto Crew. Practicing self-custody is key, especially during the 2025 bull run, and in my opinion, the Tangent wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. If you wish to order your Tangent wallet today, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew, link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all. Now, on top of Kaspa's solid fundamentals, Kaspa is about to upgrade in a massive and even historical way. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but I do not know any other crypto project that has so many catalysts that are about to unfold during this 2025 bull run than Kaspa. In this next part of Shai's interview with the House of Chimera, shout out to them, Shai talks about the near future and explaining the developments of Kaspa in a way everyone can understand.
Right now, when you parameterize your protocol and you look at the network data and you say, typically the network has a delay of, a second, but sometimes it has spikes of higher delay. So we need to parameterize the protocol as if it's 10 seconds. There's actually a nice analogy here. You need to drive from your home to work. So in traditional networks, you have to choose in advance the speed that you're going to drive the entire way. Even if the way to work is mostly a highway, if when you get off the highway you have to take a sharp turn, then you have to go the entire way slow enough to be able to take this turn. This is how networks work today. Dag Knight allows you to change your speed as you drive, so you don't have to take this huge safety margin. But more than that, it means that it's going to be the only consensus protocol that automatically reacts to network catastrophes. Say now, one of the or a few of the underlying cables get disconnected due to a freak coincidence or due to some sabotage. There is no internet connection between Europe and Asia for 3 hours. Bitcoin would crash in this scenario, right? It would split and it would be a complete mess to reconcile this. But Dag Knight would respond to it automatically. So even though it's much faster, it's also more resilient than any other network because it responds to changes in the network conditions. Now, the reason you can do this, it's very proof of work centric. Proof of work has this property that doesn't exist in, say, proof of stake, that saying that a transaction is confirmed, that you can say, okay, I accept this transaction as true, I believe that it's not going to revert, is subjective. In proof of stake, there is this state that is in consensus. That means this transaction has been processed, it now has deterministic finality. In proof of work, the more confidence you want, the longer you have to wait. And now all of the models that we have to analyze consensus protocols, they treat this confirmation as something which is in consensus. But once you relax this and you model the fact that confirmation of this entire process of saying this transaction is confirmed is subjective and every node is allowed to decide for itself, then it opens up this new world of possibilities for new security features of algorithms. You're saying the security feature I'm looking for is that if all of the nodes follow this protocol and they search for the smallest K, which is large enough, then they could read off from it how long they should wait, and it would always be optimal. And the smallest K is not something fixed. It changes with the conditions of the network, and this is where the magic happens.
I think the Kaspa team has been diligent in bringing out its upgrades so far, focusing on quality rather than speed of implementation. But yes, we are counting down to the Crescendo hard fork, Kaspa's upgrade to 10 blocks per second.
The Crescendo is in some ways, at least the way I feel, it's like what Kaspa should be for now. We'll launch what we have, and then we'll see how far we can take it based on the community model alone. And there were a lot of stuff that we really wanted to include in the mainnet, but didn't have time. And as the network ran for a few years, and we learned a lot of stuff about Kaspa itself and how it works and what you can do with it, its place within the crypto world. This huge checklist of desired properties, this immense desiderata started to form, and Crescendo is just all of the things that we can say, okay, now Kaspa is in like a more mature form. For me, it feels like it's the peak of the process of creating this consensus layer. There's a lot of other stuff you can do over it too. It's covenants or ZK opcodes or Dag Knight, which are all going to be massive updates, massively impactful updates, or MEV auctioning. But I think Crescendo takes the ideas of Kaspa, which the pre-Crescendo Kaspa is very, very impressive on its own. But Kaspa takes it to a level of finish and a level of maturity that we can say, okay, this is a mature, battle-tested protocol designed not just by theory, but also by a lot of real-world experience. This is the Crescendo for me. It's like the peak of developing the consensus layer.
For the first time in history, we will witness a proof-of-work crypto that will be able to compete in terms of scalability and speed with what has been commonly perceived as only achievable with proof-of-stake, which opens up the door for opportunities in the real world, competing against the likes of MasterCard and Visa. Not only will Kaspa be faster than the likes of Solana, Kaspa will achieve all of the scalability and speed without sacrificing security and decentralization. Kaspa is the only crypto project on the crypto ocean that has effectively solved the trilemma, i.e. a Bitcoin on internet speed, a true crypto project that even Bitcoin can never be. To be continued, crypto crew. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.